Okay, so when I'm talking about something in a video, I like to hold it up if I have it near me or I feel like it. Well, sometimes I don't always have the product in my hand, in which case I put some weird image and track it, as you should be seeing in a video, little clip video on screen right now. Anyway, I decided let's go over how you track stuff in DaVinci Resolve, okay? So basically, you'll be tracking, like for example, if we look at this image right here, you will see that I have my hand moving, okay? It's only slow because I'm doing it slow, but if we go fully, then you can see that. Now what we're going to do is put a little image from here that we just drag over, okay? You can drag over any image you want. Honestly, it doesn't really much matter what image you use. Like, I guess we'll use this since we already have it, okay? That's just what we will use for the purpose of this. So what you want to do is select the image you want. If it's not full, if you don't want the whole thing, just, cut whatever part you want to actually be tracked, okay? That's just important to know. For this purpose, we're going to do the whole thing, but that's just a nice little tip. Then when I come over to Fusion, don't worry, it is not going to be as bad as you think. Most people are usually like, Fusion, but it's not going to be that bad because we don't got to do too much, okay? Select this first area right here, and then when I hit Shift Space to pull up the select tool so we can select. And what we want to do is click on Tracker and then hit Add. Now, there will be, if you're using the free version, I believe that only the point tracker, which works just as well for most things, but the IntelliTracker is for the premium version of DaVinci Resolve, or rather the studio version, which we have. So that's what we're going to use, okay? Now, what you want to do is click on this box. This is basically telling it where to track, okay? And then as soon as we hit that, we will want to have it track. Then after you're done tracking it, what you want to do, while this is selected, pull down this, okay? And then we're going to drag this to here so it attaches to the image. Nothing happened, right? Well, we want to click on tracker, go over to operation, and then the drop down menu, hit match move, okay? But right now, this is way too big. Okay, we need it to be smaller. So what we are going to do, first of all, okay, there, I want to make that bigger for you guys so you guys could see it. But what we're going to do right now is select this, hit that again, and then select, actually, we don't even need to hit that this time. Just go over here, okay? Transform tool, that's what we want. And since we had this image selected while we did it, the transform tool is there. Now we can change the size to make it smaller. We can, change where it's at. So say we want to move this here and this here. And then that just makes it so we can change it. And then if we go back to the edit, you can see that it tracked, okay, from there to there. You can make the tracking longer in some cases, but I do want you to realize that this isn't a fail-proof method. The faster your subject is, the harder it's going to have time tracking. So if you know you're going to do some tracking, I would recommend going like a little bit slower or keeping that in mind whenever you're using tracking in DaVinci Resolve. And as you can see, everything was done in Fusion. So if we go back to Fusion, you would see that the nodes are there in Fusion, but there's nothing up here that you'll have to worry about. It's not an asset that's messing up your timeline or anything. It's just there in Fusion. And yeah, that's how you track in DaVinci Resolve. Hopefully this helped you in some way, shape, or form. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.